Okay, now something's been bothering me for a while, and a really good point was brought up today by somebody that I know. And it was, when you think of family, the natural conclusion is to think of the home. And I realized that this is a flaw of humanity. It's something we all do, and maybe even will continue to do at some point in our lifetime. And it's a flaw because we in turn automatically think that everyone has a home. And we establish that it must be a good home because this other person is alive and breathing. And this, for obvious reasons that I intend to make clear, this is a wrong assumption for us to make. But again, we as humans make it for a very simple reason. The same excuse is why we make most of our choices. It's what we learn as we grow up. In school, we learn that Jane Doe and John Doe get married and they have kids and they're happy and they grow into this loving family. And we learn that it is a good home. And family is mother, father, kids, pets if they have them. And this really bothers me because, especially today, in today's day and age, my generation absolutely disgusts me because of how they act, but then I think, hey, where did they grow up? Don't let them use it as an excuse, but where did they grow up? But no, in this day and age, you really have to think before you say something to someone because they might not have a family. Family for them might be their best friend or their pet, or fish. And it's gotten infinitely more complicated as we grow as a nation and as a country, even as just in the world itself. We don't look at other cultures. Us being Americans, we really don't look at our cultures and think, what do they have to go through every day? It must be so much better than ours, or it can't be as bad as ours. And really, it's funny because, you know what? We all bleed the same color, we all go through shit, and yet we still don't look at what's staring us right in the face. We still assume things about everyone, even simple things like family and home. And it just bugs me so much because I'll admit it, I am guilty of thinking that of few people, and I've never had an easy life. I've never had, that picture perfect home with bringing in money. I grew up fighting to live every day, and I still do. And because I am guilty of doing that, that's why I want to bring it to people's attention, because we judge people so easily and so quickly that we don't realize that, hey, guess what? This person might just be different. This person might just want their dad, or they might just want to get out of the poverty that they're so used to. And I could go on for hours about this because me and the person that mentioned it is somebody I consider, my best friend. And we went on for like 2 hours, but I'm going to try to cut this down to like under 10 minutes. Really difficult. I like to talk. But it's just, you look at people and you automatically assume that they are okay. They are perfect. They're not having a bad day. They live in a nice house. But we fail to see the other neighborhoods around us. We fail to see that her body language is saying, help me, or his body language or his facial expression is saying, please tell me what to do. Don't judge me. I mean, labels have always been a problem, but it's become even worse. It's become infinitely, infinitely worse as years go on. And I have watched it firsthand. I've been firsthand experience and accounts of being judged like that, and it's not fun. You know, people come up to me and they assume that because I've got 2 dogs, internet, cable, a car, I can buy clothes, they assume that I'm well off, and I'm not. I'll tell you right now, I work my ass off. I pull extra hours, I pull turnaround shifts. I take care of my sister. I give the dogs table scraps because sometimes we don't have dog food. And I'll eat less so they can eat. And I'll buy clothes and things to fit in because, I'm sorry, I don't want people looking at me and saying, oh my god, ew, what is she wearing? That's so 2 years ago. Or that's so ratty. Or that just doesn't look right. Sorry, but I've got enough drama in my life where I don't need you telling me how I should live. And I'm pretty sure that there are many, many people out there who don't want to hear you exalt them or put them down for the way they look or for how you assume they live. And I think that if we all just started asking instead of instantly judging others, things would be better, if not a little more dangerous. Just things would be infinitely better. I can't get the words, but communication, it's a skill that we all lack at some point in time or another. But really, it's back to my original statement. When you think of family, you come to the natural conclusion to think of the home, and we assume that that home is good, and we need to stop because it's not helping us and it's not helping anyone else. It's just making communication between us as people worse every day. Yes, we all have views and we all have opinions, but sometimes you just need to say, hey, you know what, that's really stupid, and I know what I think is stupid, and just shut your mouth. And me talking like this is not one of those times, because nobody wants to say it, and I need to say it because it gets on my nerves. But no, you can't automatically assume, hey, this person has an awesome family because they're always smiling and home life must be great. Well, maybe they're smiling because they don't want you to think anything's wrong with them. Or maybe they're smiling to cover up the fact that they're really upset, or that they don't have anyone to go to at home, so they smile and they try to trick themselves. Things can be so misconstrued for something it's not, and it's really, I think it's time that we step up to the plate as the intelligent people we have the capability to be, and stop being ignoramuses and stop being low-down drags at the bottom of the social totem pole, because guys, it's just not working anymore.